What are you buying today?
I'm hoping to buy a trailer, but it's going to be towards the end of the sale, so
Today or tomorrow?
today.
Oh, okay.
Um,
All right.
they part of what's over that direction will be sold tomorrow. The livestock equipment and the lawnmowers. And
The
all
odds
that.
and ends, yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I have a trailer addiction. I don't know. I can't stop buying them.
Yeah.
Seriously, I'm at an auction. I'm like, oh, $500. I gotta have that.
Yeah.
I literally have half a dozen trailers
Yeah.
on my farm.
Well, this is a semi-trailer, so.
Oh, so you're going to big dog.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hopefully, but it'll probably bring more than I want to spend. So.
But it's a social thing,
Yeah,
right?
it is. Yeah, it's nice that we can actually have a in-person auction and not have to do it all online anymore.
Exactly.
Yeah.
What do you think about this online stuff?
I
You can get that.
just did my first
Do
one.
you want me to get it?
No, it says potential spam, so I think we're okay.
Well, that's the good stuff. That might be our governor.
Yeah, it could be. I did one a couple of weeks ago. That was the first one I had ever done.
The online?
And it was very interesting. I enjoyed it. I would probably do it again if it was that way, but I'd rather be here and do it, especially for this one. But
I assume you've been around, you've been a lot of auctions and that. It is a social event.
Yep.
Do you think this onlining it's going to affect the next generation? Are auctions going to be different?
oh, probably. It seems like the next generation, everybody wants to do everything online.
Yeah.
You know, they don't seem to take the time to actually come to something like this.
What is the weirdest thing that you've ever bought at an auction?
Oh, I don't know.
You got to tell the truth.
Well, I know. Fire helmet.
A fire helmet?
Yeah.
Like any story behind it, or?
It was a leather fire helmet, and they haven't
an old
used.
one.
Yeah, and I collect that kind of stuff. I was a fireman, volunteer fireman for 30 years, so I collect a lot of that kind of stuff. And I bought that, and that's probably the oddest thing.
I remember like the first time I interviewed someone that was a volunteer fireman, and you know the show's national, right? And people were surprised. They did not know that a lot of these fire departments were actually volunteer out in the rural America.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, almost every one other than the Quad Cities and Galesburg and Monmouth, they're full time, but all the smaller towns within Henry County are all volunteer fire departments.
Yeah. You're talking to a young guy, right? These punks, and he's saying, you know, I'm kind of thinking maybe I should do the volunteer fire thing, but I don't know. What do you tell him?
I say, try it. If you don't like it, you'll know it soon.
Yeah.
You know, the first time a pager goes off at 2 in the morning and it's 24 below zero and you got to get out and go someplace. Either you like it and you're going to stay with it, or you ain't going to do it again.
How long did you do it?
30 years.
Okay, in the 30 years, from when you started to when you ended, what do you think was the biggest change?
Actually, the thing that always stuck in my mind was when I got on, we had fire trucks that had transmissions that you shifted.
Yeah.
You know, manual
yeah.
And as time went on, fewer and fewer of us could drive those trucks. So when
Really?
they would get new trucks, they'd have to go to automatic transmissions because there were so many people that they didn't have a clue how to shift anything. You know, they grew up in a time when all the cars had automatics and pickups and everything.
I would have never thought about that.
Yeah.
You know, someone mentioned to me the other day, like the difference between rural and urban is our urban friends, they don't know the directions like we do.
Oh, yeah,
Like that's
yeah.
north and that.
Yeah.
I never even thought about that.
Yeah. And
So-
at that time, all of us that were on the fire department had grown up locally. You know, from the time we were born, we'd always lived in Geneseo or
Yeah.
around it. So somebody'd say, well, it's so-and-so's farm or so-and-so's house. Oh yeah, somebody on the fire department knew it was that. And then they went to the 911 system, which was helpful.
Yeah.
But now the newer people that are on the fire departments now, they don't have a clue where anybody lives.
Yeah, but they also like there's a fire at the Snodgrass place, and they go, well, which one?
Yeah.
Oh, Jim Snodgrass. No hurry.
Yeah. No, you always hurried. Didn't matter whose it was.
So, is there a secret to bidding? Is there you waving, you yupping, nodding?
No, not really.
No.
I usually just nod, but I usually try to bid quickly. I don't stand there and think about it real long.
Oh, so you're booming. Yeah, okay.
Sometimes that'll scare people away.
That's interesting because some people will go the other way. They're
Yeah.
like, I want to draw it out.
Yeah.
And I don't know why. I think if you pay the most for the item,
Yeah.
you usually get it.
Yeah, that always seems to be a big factor.
Thanks for spending some time with us here on SharkFarmer TV. For more stories about people in agriculture, catch my shows on Rural Radio Channel 147 Sirius XM. There's more in-depth discussions on my podcast, and of course, you can check out previous episodes of this show on my YouTube channel. Find out more at sharkfarmer.com.